If you're still swiping on dating apps in 2026 looking for a Filipino wife, you've already lost the game before it even started. I know the frustration. You're tired of the ATM request, professional scammers, and the endless ghosting. You're starting to wonder if do Filipinas or good Filipinas even exist anymore. They do, but the reason you aren't finding them is that you're looking for them in a digital world they've already abandoned. Today, we're going to cut the BS. I'm going to show you where exactly high quality or good Filipinas are actually spending their time in 2026 and why your approach is likely the very thing that's keeping you single. I've created a video on this before that you can watch here. The locations remain the same, but the culture has shifted. In 2026, we are in the middle of a massive digital exodus. Quality Filipinas, the ones with careers, stable families, and genuine values, have moved away from the dating apps. According to the 2026 Hinge data report, nearly 80% of Gen Z and millennials now report dating app burnout. We've seen the market value of apps like Bumble drop by 90% because people are craving what we now call organic encounter. This isn't just a buzzword. It's a survival strategy for your heart. It's a return to the biological and social norms. It means meeting in the wild, where her guard is down and her character is up. If you want a Filipino who isn't a professional foreigner waiter, then you have to go where life happens. You can't find a virtuous woman in a red light district. You might think you can save one, but are you ready for the generational trauma and financial consequences? A good Filipina is defined by her environment. If you don't see her in her environment, you don't know who she is. I tested the waters myself. I tried one of the top sites recently just to see if my assumptions were still right. And they are. Online, everything is just a curated business transaction. If you trust a profile in 2026 without seeing her in her real life habitat, you're essentially gambling with your future. I'm not saying it never works, but if it's your only strategy, you are in trouble. So here are 5 places where you can find good Filipinas in 2026. Community indulgence. This is for the men moving here. You have to indulge yourself into the community. Go to the same church, the same cafes, and the same grocery store. Why? Because quality Filipinas are observant, and this is where real life happens. You're looking for a Filipina who is integrated into the community, not someone who is hunting for an exit strategy. But here's the warning. Do not be that guy. If you walk into a grocery store once and you start hounding Filipinas for their phone numbers, you are the creepy foreigner. Decent Filipinas are modest. They are repelled by desperation. High-value encounters are built on repetition. When you become a familiar face at a local cafe or at a parish, you cease to be a stranger. That is when organic encounter happens naturally. It's about being approachable, not aggressive. Number 2, the gatekeeper strategy. Here is the secret. In the Philippines, you rarely meet a good girl alone. It's almost always she is with a wing girl or her cousins. These are the gatekeepers. If you want to talk to her, you have to win over the group first. If you are respectful to her friends, they will tell her, he seems like a good guy. In our culture, a friend's approval is worth more than 1,000 Tinder matches. Number 3, singles event. The next avenue is a curated singles event. Now, as an introvert, these events exhaust me. I'd rather stay home and recharge, but objectively, these events are working in 2026. In cities like Cebu, these have exploded because people are seeking a vetted environment. Unlike dating apps, people here are actually looking for a connection, not a free meal. They've paid to be there, which shows a level of intent you won't find on a free swipe app. And here's a pro tip. If you attend one, kill the expectations. If you walk in with, I must find a wife tonight, written all over your face, Filipinas will sense that desperation. In Philippine culture, hiya or modesty is big, but so is the vibe. Desperation is a predator's trait. Go to listen, go to have fun, go to learn, and let that connection happen without the pressure. Number three, hobby-based habitats. Finally, go where your interests are. Shared goals lead to shared lives. Common interests are the foundation of a real marriage. Go to art fairs, book launches, and parks. Look at Cebu Business Park. You see Filipinas of all ages, professionals, students, fitness enthusiasts. Others do their Bible study there. This is what touching grass looks like in 2026. And here's the strategy. I observed a foreigner who does this perfectly. He brings his dog with him every day. People approach him because of the dog. He is friendly, open, and most importantly, integrated. He's not there scouting, he's just there living his life. You just have to look friendly and open so people won't feel intimidated. If you look like you're enjoying the Philippines, we want to know you. But if you look like you're evaluating us, we will avoid you. Number four, the professional space, which I personally consider as a high value gold mine. If you want a Filipina who won't treat you like an ATM, go where the working Filipinas are. Co-working spaces, real estate seminars, or tech mixers. These Filipinas here have their own fishing rods. They have their own careers. In 2026, many of the most decent Filipinas are digital nomads or entrepreneurs. Meeting a Filipina in a professional environment changes the dynamic from what can you give me to who you are as a person. One final thing that you are not ready to hear. Quality Filipinas have seen the TikToks. They know the passport bro stereotypes. They are vetting you for your reputation. If you were seen at the bar every night with a different girl, the good Filipinas in your neighborhood will blackball you instantly. In the Philippines, news travels fast. Your character is your resume. If you want a Filipino of high value, you have to be a man of high character. Finding a Filipino wife in 2026 isn't about having a better app profile. It's about having a better lifestyle. Go offline, build your social proof, and let the right Filipino find you in your natural environment. But let's be real. The location is only half the battle. You need to look for the one thing most men ignore. Is she your shield, or is she the family's bridge to your bank account? In 2026, a truly good Filipina has a sense of hiya regarding financial dependency. You must see her in her home environment. Observe how her family treats money, who earns, who provides. Pay attention. A quality Filipina will actively protect you from her family's financial expectations. She won't let them treat you like a walking ATM. If she's the one who's making excuses for why her cousin needs tuition within the first few months, then the location didn't matter. You've found a solicitor, not a partner. Look for reciprocity. Does she try to return the favor? Does she try to look for the cheapest option to save your money? A Filipino who protects your resources as if they were her own is looking for a future, not a payday. Now, I know some of you are still thinking, but Heart, online is just so much easier. And if that's you, you must watch my next video where I go into the raw details of why I always say to never date online. I have tried these platforms. And I'm gonna show you why the digital route is a dead end for finding a Filipino wife who will actually protect you. In 2026, the good Filipina values your peace of mind as much as your presence. Stop being a paycheck and start being a partner. Comment below, have you tried an organic encounter in Cebu yet? Or are you still stuck on the apps? I'll see you in the comments. For now, you might want to be introduced to the 5 kinds of Filipino families whenever they know their daughter is dating a foreign boyfriend. Just watch this video right here.